we're gonna get started with our jaw. So grab your mirror and I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and relax your mouth, relax your whole jaw. How much space do you see between your top lip and your bottom lip? Or your top teeth and your bottom teeth? Is it hanging really far open or is it really pretty closed? For the purposes of General American, we want our jaws to be as relaxed as possible. So we're gonna focus on a few exercises to help get our mouths, starting with our jaws, into that General American neutral placement. Like I mentioned before really quickly, for General American, we want our jaws to be kind of hanging loosely open. Take a second and just play with this. Notice that if your jaw is closed, if you close your teeth together, that muscle is active. Then there's this little sweet spot where it's relaxed. And then after that little sweet spot, if you open it further, the muscle is active again. I like to think of that sweet spot as jet lag face. You know, like after a really long flight where you don't know what time zone you're in, where you are, jet lag face. So the first thing we're gonna do is massage our jaws. Now keep in mind that your jaw is not only here. In a lot of people's training, they focus only here and they do a lot of this, and then they do this, and then some of that, maybe some of that, okay? We're gonna do a really deep jaw massage and we're gonna start up here. So with your mouth released and your jaw nice and loose, just start by applying a little bit of pressure on the sides of your head. It feels really nice. Be sure that your mouth is in that hanging open kind of jet lag face. It'll wanna do it anyway if you're in the right spot. Okay, now that you've started with this top part of the jaw, we're gonna move on to the rest of the jaw, and we're gonna do it by massaging on the inside. Some of you may have done this before, some of you maybe haven't. If you haven't, it can be pretty intense, so just breathe through it, and I'll see you on the other side. Just kidding, I'm gonna do it with you. So you're gonna take your favorite thumb. How rude, shouldn't choose favorites. And you're gonna go opposite side of your mouth. What you wanna do is put your thumb inside your mouth as if you're aiming for that top corner right where your jaw hinges, okay? It's in front of your teeth, right? We don't want any thumbs going into throats. That's just gonna activate your gag reflex. So your thumb is inside your mouth. Your face and your mouth are totally relaxed. If your jaw isn't just hanging in that jet lag face, effectively what you're trying to do is give someone a massage that's doing this, like, I'm ready, go, massage me. It's not really gonna do a whole lot of anything at all. Also, if your jaw is really tight, your tongue is gonna be really tight too, and what you're actually gonna do is just cause more tension rather than releasing it. So, put your thumb in your mouth, face is totally relaxed, and you're gonna take 2 fingers, 2 works better than 1, and you're gonna just start squeezing the side of your face. Notice that I'm going really pretty far back. You want to start right in front of this, like, what's that called? This middle part of your ear. And you're going to squeeze into your thumb and just work your way along the whole side of your face. It's really good at the beginning to kind of squeeze and hold it as you just breathe and relax your jaw. Go down a little bit further, squeeze and hold. You'll notice that as you go down a little bit farther, maybe about in front of your earlobe, this section of your jaw muscle tends to have a lot of tension. It's quite thick here and quite big, so you might have to kind of work your way a little bit forward and a little bit back, and you can also squeeze right down here on this bottom corner of your jawbone. All the way down there is still your jaw muscle. So give it a good squeeze, work your way around, relax your jaw, jet lag face. And notice if you have any little bumps or ridges, just squeeze them out the same way as you would any other massage. If you find a spot that you're like, apply a little bit of pressure there, okay? Try to squeeze like this, not like this. So you're squeezing, you're squeezing. After you do this for a bit, you're gonna work your way back up to the top, and you're just gonna squeeze and hold as you relax your whole face. And then I really want you to listen because it's important that you do this right the first time. You're going to, on an exhale, take your hand out of your mouth. And you're just gonna let your mouth hang there, okay? As it's hanging there, close your eyes, and you're gonna take an inhale in through your mouth, not your nose. And you can repeat that a few times, breathing in through your mouth, out through your mouth, and a little bit spitty. Classy work, this accent stuff. What I want you to notice is if you feel like the air is moving into different places on that side of your mouth than on the other side of your mouth, you might notice that that kind of cool, fresh air is maybe going into like the back corner. Maybe it feels like it's going into your throat, over here somewhere. Whatever you feel is totally fine. There's no right or wrong. But learning how to focus on the space on the inside of your mouth is going to help your American accent sound natural later on. And a really good way to start that is just by focusing on the difference you feel after you release the muscle, okay? So, pause this. You're gonna go ahead and do the other side, and I'll see you back here in a second. I hope you've done the other side. If you have, wonderful. See how you feel. Some people have one side that's more tense than the other. Some people it's about the same. If you do have a side that's a lot more tense than the other side, that can be for a number of reasons. You might chew more on one side. You might sleep more on one side. It's nothing to worry about, and it probably never will totally even out. What you can do is compensate for that by just massaging a little bit longer on that side and just getting rid of the tension, maybe a little bit more, focusing more on the tense side compared to the side that's a little bit less tense. So once you've massaged, we're gonna stretch. So I want you to relax your jaw, let it hang there. Notice if there's a difference in the space between your teeth or your lips. Then you're gonna activate your cheeks and smile. This protects your jaw hinge. And then you're gonna open really, really wide, stretch that jaw. And then relax and do that a few times. Throughout the day, I want you to go into this relaxed, neutral, jet lag face as often as you can. Try to make this jet lag, nothing face part of your day. Incorporate it into something that you already do routinely. Things that work every time you go to the bathroom, because you're usually not talking to anybody and it doesn't matter if you're making a goofy face. Or every time you check Instagram, every time you open your inbox, whatever works for you, but try to make it an activity that you do throughout the day regularly so that your mouth gets a little bit more comfy and a little bit more used to being in this totally relaxed, nothing position. Okay, on to the tongue. My jaw feels kind of achy. Don't worry about it, that's totally normal. If your jaw feels achy after doing this a few times, take a day off. Just like if you get a really good massage on your shoulders and then the next day they feel a little bit sore and a little bit achy, your jaw can also feel sore and achy after massaging and stretching it. But I want you to consistently, even if it's achy, let it go into that jet lag face, okay? Even if you only do that and nothing else throughout the day, your accent is going to improve. Do it.